We knew Pierce was going to be here. We knew Gustin was going to be here, but Dennis Erb and Ethan Dotson and Drake Troutman and those guys rolling in. So a very, very good field all the way throughout, James. But I think the guy that wins this one comes from the Victory Fuel pole. Garrett Alberson is going to get his biggest career payday tonight. He won a Volusia earlier this season for $20,000, James. Tonight he takes home $25,000 to 53 at Shelby County.
Choice, my friend. Well, it's easy to pick either Davenport, Thornton, or Pierce or Moran, right? Clay Harris was good on Friday night. Dennis Erb Jr.'s not won since East Bay when C.J. Rayburn was in victory lane with him, but it's going to be Blair Nodorf is going to shock the world tonight, the biggest win of his career. Tomorrow night they run his Grandpa Ben's race at Cusitz. He's going to win here tonight. Blair Nodorf at 76. There we go. Dustin, I know you love to get Shelby County's got to be ready for this, right, my friend? You're going to get them fired up. Our 4 wide, you know how to do it better than anyone, my friend.
I don't know that I need to, man. This is a great crowd here tonight. The great folks with J&M Pyro is in the infield. And we have got a packed house once again on a Tuesday night here in the western part of the Hawkeye state of Iowa. They're going to give these guys, James, just another lap or two, and now you see them start to take shape in what we like to call the prettiest sight in all of racing. There's nothing like it. Nothing at all like it, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is a salute to you, the greatest race fans in the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, as they come by this time, we'll ask you to stand up, give them a wave, give them a yell. It's the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in Shelby County. They're coming at you 4 wide.
Dustin, is there nothing like a county fair racetrack that has covered grandstands? It is awesome.
The greatest thing in the world, man. It really is.
You got it, brother.
It's good stuff, and you know, the entire team here in Harlan, Iowa, they've done a tremendous job. They took this track, what was a big and old half-mile racetrack a few years ago. Even with a lot of naysayers, James, they reconfigured it into the 1/3 mile configuration that we have now, and I think we're going to be in for a very, very good 53 laps.
There's always naysayers, my friend, but we all prove them wrong every time. Here we go. Thornton's won 10 times, Davenport 5, Moran 5, O'Neill 3, the defending race winner, Shepard 2, Overton 1, Bruning 1, Pierce 1. Will we have our 10th different winner of the year here? We're going to start in 53 laps. DJ will interview the winner, the top 3 here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane. Garrett Alberson won in the Hawkeye State on 34 Raceway on Thursday night, trying to win here at Shelby County. That was he led laps here a year ago. Alberson, Davenport, Nodorf, Dennis Erb Jr., Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr. The Nutrient Solution starts on 53 laps at Shelby County. How about it? Here we go. Davenport goes to the lead. Here they come out of turn 4. Out of the turn 4, Jonathan Davenport of lead lap 1 in Harlan, Iowa here tonight on a Tuesday night. Alberson second, Dennis Erb Jr. third. It has been a long time since Dennis Erb Jr. has gone to victory lane. He plans to go to Cusitz. Out of turn 4, JD still in front. Oh, and we got it around her. Donald McIntosh in turn 4. The Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. Well, Donald McIntosh is running 19th. We do have 2 laps in as McIntosh makes his way back onto the racetrack. Davenport, Alberson, Dennis Erb Jr., Thornton, and Nodorf, your top 5. Down here at the All Makes Collisions service area is Derek Stewart, as we'll save a Dave Warren Power Sports caution. Might have a little contact. And he spins it down in turn 4, right in the middle of the All Makes Collision Center work area. So 2 laps in the books. Davenport out in front as McIntosh will have to go to the back. Now the Dave Warren Power Sports replay there you saw with McIntosh DJ.
And James, I was just going to say, Donald McIntosh actually caught a really big break right there, as you guys probably saw in that replay. That 79 man, he could have been careened into by a few different drivers. He wasn't. That was a lucky break for him. As a matter of fact, he did not even have to make his way into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pits. But a tough break for the current driver that leads the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year standings. He has to rally now from dead last in this 24-car starting field.
I did not have careened on my bingo card. That's good.
And with the free space, you only need 3 more now.
Nor Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did not have that either. Here we go. 2 laps down. Davenport out in front. Alberson's going to pick the top on Erb. Dennis Erb Jr. Then Thornton and Nodorf, Harrison, Moran, Overton, and Pierce, Shepard, and Hilzebeck. 2 laps in. On board, great shot there with Garrett Alberson. We'll start the race aboard the 58 of the Roberts Racing entry. Jonathan Davenport looking for his 89th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The current points leader. With a championship this year, he would tie Jimmy Owens and Earl Pearson Jr., who's, by the way, with us here tonight in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Back underway at the Nutri-Dag Solutions Restart Zone here at Shelby County. Down the back straightaway, Garrett Alberson, and out at turn 4. Trying to take a peek. On the look, Davenport to lead the first 3 circuits. Alberson second, Dennis Erb Jr. third. Thornton is 4th, 5th, Nodorf, Harris, Overton, Moran, Pierce, Shepard, your top 10 down the back straightaway. Will someone take that top? Out at turn 4. Davenport still showing the way, and that Clements powered 49 here tonight. Corey Foss fed the crew chief on that car. Davenport is Alberson not letting get away as they fan out of turn 4. 5 in the books. Davenport, Alberson, Erb, Thornton, Clay Harris 5th. Clay Harris's best career finish was a 2nd at Ocala last year at Bubba's place. Out at turn 4. Clay Harris trying to make that bottom work. They're 2, 3, 4 wide out of turn 4. Davenport still leads 6 in the record books. Garrett Alberson about 3 car lengths back, 7/10 of a second of the scoring monitor. Dennis Erb Jr. solid at 3rd. He's had that rock and rolling here over the last month or so down the main straightaway. 7 in the record books here tonight. Brandon Overton trying to make the top work in 76. Down the back straightaway. Right now, Davenport still in front. 9/10 of a second over Garrett Alberson with 8 complete. Dennis Erb Jr. still 3rd. Thornton, Overton. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. Turn 4, we got one turned around, and it's rookie Dan Ebert.
James, I saw at the 60 just simply lost the tail end of the race car coming off corner number 4. A couple guys had to take evasive action to miss him, but I think no harm, no foul as the back end of that car snapped around. Meanwhile, in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, Ryan Gustin has pulled the Todd Cooney Racing 19R down here. Happy birthday, by the way, Mr. Todd Cooney.
Down at the All Makes Collision Service area down there, we have, is that Tyler Bruning? 8 in the books, Dustin. It's Davenport, Alberson, Dennis Erb, as we have the Dave Warren Power Sports replay on what happened to the Lakeshore, Minnesota driver, and he just got sideways already, and Burning got over the front of it. So Dan Ebert to the tail, Dustin, Jarrett.
Yeah, guys, suspension problems on the right front of the 19R of Ryan Gustin. The crew's been down there underneath the race car looking at it, and they're in there talking to Ryan right now. And he's actually going to pull the 19R back out on the track. All
right, Dustin, thank you very much. So Jonathan Davenport Slid from the drop of the green, 8 in the books. Garrett Albertson is second. Dennis Erb Jr. is third. Ricky Thornton Jr. is fourth. Fifth is Brandon Overton. Dustin.
Hey, real quick, towed out. The 19R towed out. The crew did the best they could, but he is going to rejoin this field at the tail, guys, and just try to nurse it to the finish.
Yeah, currently third in the World of Outlaw Series points. By the way, Bobby Pierce is sixth. Clay Harris seventh. Brandon Shepard is 8th, Dalton Wilson 9th, Blair Nodorf is 10th, 11th, Daniel Hilsebeck 12th, Devin Moran 13th, Carson Ferguson 14th, Tyler Bruning 15th, Hudson O'Neal. So 8 down, 45 to go here tonight. Long way to go. Right now, everybody, I believe, Dustin, is still in this race, all 24 starters. So Dan Ebert back on the tail with Gustin. 8 down, 45 to go. Jonathan Davenport, the Dirt Late Model Dream winner, the Firecracker 100 winner, back underway at Shelby County at the Nutranac Solutions Restart Zone. Garrett Albertson going to take a shot at the bottom. Down the back straightaway, Garrett Albertson. Davenport muscles back by on the outside, and here comes Ricky Thornton Jr. Sparks the wall in the back straightaway. Out at turn number 4, down the main straightaway. Cars all over the place there. Brandon Overton trying to get a run at 5th. Erb is 4th. Battle for the lead. Down the back straightaway, 9 complete. Jonathan Davenport still leading Albertson. Thornton right through the middle up at turn number 4, and RTJ takes second. So the top 2 in the points run first and second, 49 and 20. RT with 10 complete. Garrett Albertson trying to stay in there. Remember, he is in that spot for that 4th and final transfer spot to the playoffs as they head down the main straightaway. 11 in the books. Davenport, Thornton, Albertson, Overton 4th. Pierce is 5th. Bobby Pierce started on the inside of row number 4. First time here at Shelby County. Down the main straightaway. Good battle there. He'll be joining us in Houston in a few days. You got the best in the business here tonight in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Albertson working the bottom. Here they come out at turn 4, Brandon Overton, and Brandon Overton. He goes to 3rd and 76. The dude wipes Longhorn factory car down the back straightaway. Pierce, he'll go around Albertson. Dennis Erb Jr., will he go to the outside? Albertson kind of married to the bottom right now, and he's going to lose another spot, maybe out at turn 4. We've got 14 in the record books here tonight. It's Davenport, Thornton, Overton, Pierce, Dennis Erb Jr. 6th is Albertson. 7th is Shepard. 8th is Wilson. 9th, Hilsebeck. 10th runs Devin Moran. Out at turn 4, it is still the 49 in front. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution to that. We got 2 cars coming out of 2. And it is Spencer Hughes and Derek Stewart.
James, I didn't see what happened. Whenever I looked up, the 43 of Derek Stewart was already around. Spencer Hughes, though, came in there and actually kind of got up underneath the nose of Derek Stewart's 43 car. It actually pushed the front end of the 43 car up into the air before coming back down. Looks like both those drivers are going to be able to drive away.
Yeah, Derek Stewart, and they're not happy back here, but we'll go back to lap 14. We got the leader plus 2 DJs. It's the leader plus 3, so we'll go back to lap 14.
And James Spencer Hughes going to make his way down here to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. He's got damage to the nose and the filler panel of that race car, where, as I mentioned, he got up underneath Derek Stewart's 43.
So 14 in the books officially. It's Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Overton, Bobby Pierce, Dennis Erb Jr. 6th is Garrett Albertson. 7th is Brandon Shepard. 8th is Dalton Wilson. 9th, Daniel Hilsebeck. 10th is Devin Moran. Hudson O'Neal took a revisional. He has gone from 23rd to 11th. Blair Nodorf is 12th. Clay Harris 13th. Carson Ferguson 14th. Tyler Bruning 15th. Still, and Stewart out of the race. He would be the first car, I believe, out of the race. Dotson, Dylan Thornton, Stewart out. Gustin, Hughes, McIntosh, Sabi, Ebert, DeMay still out there. Hughes coming back out, Dustin.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, James, they came over and had the hammers and the jack handle out, and they got the filler panel shoved up just enough to get that 19M back out. All 4 tires still up on that race car, so Spencer Hughes will rejoin the field at the tail.
Yeah, Brandon Overton, one of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now, hit 3rd spot, and he will have the choice. Well, Thornton will see if he puts him on the bottom, and he does. So it'll be Pierce and Erb. So Pierce on the outside. This is fun. You got the best in the business going out, and we can't wait in a 10,000 win Thursday night at Houston, Friday night as well. Complete show both nights, and in $75K on Saturday night. And the Silver Dollar Nationals. Davenport, I think, stopped down here, pointing out debris on the track. Brandon Overton, 1 win this year. That was at Circle City the 1st of May. Again, Davenport comes in with 5 wins. Moran at 5. Thornton with 10. O'Neill with 3. Shepard with 2. So again, after this coming weekend, we'll be off for a couple of weekends. Then we'll head to Florence for the Sunoco North-South 100. Twin features on Thursday, twin on Friday. I believe they're 6,000 win each and in $75K. $3,500 to start at Florence. Here we go. Nutrient Solutions restart zone. Garrett Alberson's going back to the top. See if he can make it work here like he did a year ago. Like he did at 34 last week. Down the back straightaway they go. Ran it over to the outside. Here comes Pierce behind him. Dennis Erb Jr. on the bottom. Nothing new there for 28. He gets down the main straightaway. 15 in the books. Can we keep a long stretch of green flag racing here? As Jonathan Davenport leads by about 3-4 cars into turn number 3. Ricky Thornton Jr. Overton Pierce. Dennis Erb Jr. Alberson Shepard Wilson Moran Hilzebeck your top 10 off of turn 4. Well, they ran to the bottom of the race. They reworked this track before the IMC late model feature. Now they're running the top out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway here at Shelby County. 17 in the books. Right through the middle out of turn 4. It's still Jonathan Davenport showing the way as he is from the start of the race. Bobby Pierce going low. Remember, Pierce not running for points, so he's going to try to let it all hang out for 25K. Dennis Erb Jr. works behind him. Then it's Alberson. Then it's Wilson, Shepard, Moran, Hilzebeck still your top 10. O'Neill 11th from 23rd. Clay Harris 12th. Ferguson, Nodorf, Dotson 15th. Still only 1 car out of this race, and that is Derek Stewart. He'll finish 24th here tonight. Traffic has not been an issue so far because of the 3 cautions. It may be here momentarily. Meanwhile, Davenport trying to stretch it out. Corey Fostved, Tyler Bragg, Cole Perrine on the crew of that car. Meanwhile, Dennis Erb Jr. digging hard on the bottom in 28. Cannot make it stick. Tried to get to 3rd. Now he'll follow in line behind the 32 of Bobby Pierce. 23 complete. Remember, at the halfway mark, the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark will be a $100 bonus. Pierce can't, turn 2, they just can't make it stick on the bottom as Overton back around Bobby Pierce down the main straightaway. Right now, Davenport, it's 0.8 of a second. Bobby Pierce trying to make it close. If this thing stays green, we're going to hit some heavy traffic here. Meanwhile, out of the race is Ryan Gustin. He will finish 23rd here tonight. So 2 cars out of the race. So we still have 22 running as they hit turn number 3. Davenport, Thornton, Overton, Bobby Pierce, Dennis Erb Jr. off of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway, 25 in the books here tonight. Shane DeMay, the final car on the lead lap. In his first appearance with the Lucas Oil Late Model 100 Series, makes his first main event. And 2-time track champion here in the modified division off of turn number 4. Next time around, Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark will be coming up for Jonathan Davenport. That's a $100 bonus courtesy of Tim Sheets at Hellraiser Jacks. Into turn 3, Davenport. It's about 4 or 5 car lengths, 0.9 of a second on the scoring monitor. Off of turn number 4, sporty battle here behind. Here comes Dennis Erb Jr. and fellow Illini driver Bobby Pierce into turn 1. That's for 4th and 5th. Alberson still is 6th. Shepard 7th, Wilson 8th, Moran 9th, Hudson O'Neill is 10th. Right now, about all the top 10 trying to stay on the same straightaway as Shane DeMay calls it a race, heads to the infield. 28 complete, 25 to go here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr. 10 wins for the defending series champion, Jonathan Davenport. He knows wins are critical here. Into turn one. They've cut it about 3 car lengths at 7/10 of a second down the back straightaway. Here comes Pierce at 32. Pierce trying on the bottom, thinking about his slider. He's going to throw it on Thornton in turn 4. He clears him, and Thornton with the crossover gets it back by a nose. Good battle there. 23 to go. Down the back straightaway. Pierce, Thornton will leave him room down the back straightaway. And on the outside over to the Nerb. And here comes Brandon Shepard, trying to make it 2 in a row in the Lucas Oil Series. 31 complete here tonight. Bobby Pierce has climbed to second. Down the back straightaway. We're going to have a bat of a lead right now between the current Lucas Oil and the current World of Outlaws Series points leader up at turn 4. Down the main straightaway. Heavy traffic in front of your leaders with 32 complete. 21 to go. They're running at top up against that wall down the back straightaway. Third is Thornton. Fourth is Overton. Fifth is Dennis Erb Jr. Sixth is Shepard. Off at turn 4. Pierce throws it in for the lead. The crossover at the line. Davenport still leads. Throwing sliders, throwing haymakers on it. Tuesday night in Iowa. Pierce for the lead on the bottom into 3. Looking for his second series win of the year. Off at turn 4. Davenport through the middle. Oh, man, it's half a car length into 1. 19 to go. A dandy developing here in Shelby County. Down the back straightaway. Please stay green into turn 3. Third is Thornton. Fourth is Overton. Fifth is Dennis Erb Jr. They're side by side for the lead. Down the straightaway. Davenport still has it. Over Pierce. They are going at it. Pierce will slide up the track. He'll lose his momentum. Davenport will retake the lead into 3. Bobby Pierce trying to hammer it down. Davenport forces him up the track. Pierce with a crossover. Davenport still leads by a car length into turn 170 to go. Pierce is second. Out at 2, Pierce track comes Ricky Thornton trying to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the lead in Shelby County. Are you serious? Thornton throws it in for the lead off of turn 4. New leaders, Ricky Thornton Jr. 16 to go, oh baby. ROY candidate. Pierce, Thornton, and Thornton throws it in on Pierce. Out at turn 4, here comes Shepard. Shepard to 5th. Please stay green. 15 to go. Ricky Thornton Jr. out at turn number 2. Drifts up the track. He'll lose his momentum. Here comes Pierce at 32. Meanwhile, Shepard has climbed to 3rd. Brandon Shepard creeping on the bottom in 1. Down the main straightaway. Brandon Shepard has climbed to 3rd and rocking 1. Oh, man. Call it the 1 point. XR 1.25, 1.3, whatever you want to call it. He's got a shot to win. He's on the bottom. Here comes Thornton. Here comes Pierce. They're side by side. And Pierce takes the lead. 13 to go. 3 different leaders down the back straightaway. Thornton back in front. Pierce back on the bottom. They go door to door. Shepard is right there. Shepard may pass both of them off at turn 4. What a race, Shelby County. We love you. Out at turn number 2. Thornton, here comes Shepard. Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway. It's Pierce, Thornton, and Shepard. Thornton on the bottom. O'Neill on the bottom. They're 3 wide out of turn 4. 11 to go. Pierce, Shepard. Down the back straightaway, Shepard and Thornton. Overton is 4th. O'Neill is 5th. Off at turn 4. It's Pierce by a car length. 10 to go. Out at 2 down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce, Brandon Shepard, Ricky Thornton Jr. putting on a show on a Tuesday night in Iowa. Out at turn 4. Brandon Shepard digging on the bottom. Bobby Pierce still leads. Looks like a Saturday night at Fairbury. Down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce still leads. Shepard is getting closer. It's 0.8 of a second less time around. Trying to make that bottom work. Ricky Thornton Jr. is still 3rd. Here they go at the line. We'll check the deficit. It is 0.7 of a second. He cut 1/10 of a second off. Did B-Shep down the back straightaway. That turn 2, he gets a run. Pierce still married to the top. Nothing new there off at turn number 4. Here comes Shepard on the bottom. It is still Pierce with the lead. 8 to go, make it 7 to go. Out at turn 2, Pierce now goes back down low. Shepard will have a run down the back straightaway. They pulled away from Thornton. O'Neill is 4th. Overton 5th. Alberson, Davenport, Erb, Moran, Carson, Ferguson is to 10th, by the way. As the laps wind down, lap 47. Bobby Pierce. Brandon Shepard is still there behind the 76 of Blair Nodorf. Now B-Shep goes to the top. Will he lose some ground up at turn number 4 down the main straightaway? 5 laps to go for Pierce. First time here at Shelby County. Brandon Shepard, he won at the top. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. 5 laps to go in the race. Oh, baby. Wow. Dustin Jarrett, Shelby County, we love you. We love you, Shelby County. I see you.
Oh, my. That's
Looked
all
like a
I can
Saturday
say.
night at Fairbury, did it? Holy smoke.
Oh, my. Hey, Jesse sobbing out of the race. You talked about Ryan Gustin out, and Dylan Thornton has pulled in, and the Ricky and Brenda Kayo number 38T as well. But, oh, my goodness, what a race.
I've lost track of lead changes. Pierce took the lead. Well, let's see. Davenport led. Thornton led. Pierce led. Pierce has led since lap 38. I believe was it Dylan Thornton bringing out the car? No, right there, a spin by Eber. Okay, Bobby Pierce started 7th. Brandon Shepard started 12th. Ricky Thornton Jr. started 6th. Hudson O'Neal started 23rd. Still have 5 to go, Destin.
I mean,
oh my
just
gosh.
run another 50. What the
Another
hell?
50. 5 to go for 53 laps. For 25K on a Tuesday night in Western Iowa. Back underway. Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. Can Pierce keep it on the bottom? Shepard has been good on the bottom. Out at 2 down the back straightaway. Shepard getting on their side by side for 3rd. O'Neal and Thornton into turn 3. Off at turn number 4. 4 to go. Brandon Shepard picking the inside. Into turn 1. Out at 2. Pierce trying to make it stick. Here comes the 1. Here comes the battle for 3rd. O'Neal and Thornton. 5th is Overton. Out at turn 4 for the lead of the Coleman Farms. Caution is back out again at turn 2. And I believe it is Blair Nodorf with 4 to go, Dustin.
Yeah, Blair Nodorf goes around over in turns 1 and 2. I mean, what do you say? I mean, the Rocket 1 is good on the bottom. Pierce is good, it seems like, anywhere he puts it. You've had the 71 of Hudson O'Neal coming from provisional land, knocking on the back door for a podium finish. I really and truly don't know what more we could ask for here, man. God, I love Iowa.
Let's come back tomorrow night, Dustin. What about that? Before we...
Well, we do have to go to Houston's, but yes, I agree. Give us, Rick Schwally, give us more racing
tonight,
in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, tonight we've got the Kosiski family. Let's do the Jarrett and Essex family race tomorrow night.
The Essex and Jarrett logistics. Let's put the money up and then just have another one here, man. I mean,
holy cow. 4 to go, Dustin. It's Pierce, Shepard, Thornton, O'Neal, Overton, top 5. 6th is Davenport, 7th Albertson, 8th is Erb, 9th is Moran, 10th is Carson Ferguson. No pole show here tonight. Holy cow. I don't want to even talk about format because it's great. Pierce started 12th. No, Pierce started 7th. Again, Shepard started 12th. They've worked their way through there. Can Bobby Pierce make it stick? Shepard gets the run out at 2. 4 laps to go. This is fun. This is why we love it. If you're a dirt late model fan, this is why we love you. Here we go, 4 to go. Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. Pierce, Shepard, Thornton, O'Neal, Overton, top 5. Here they come. Overton trying to get, Shepard trying to get the run as Pierce will lead him into turn 1. He's trying to stay on the bottom now. Thornton's going to go back to the top out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. Easy setting up the top. Thornton is going to try to make the top work. He goes right through the middle. Off at turn 4. They've got 3 to go. Out at turn 4. Thornton trying to make that top work. He goes side by side with Shepard into 1. Ricky Thornton Jr. late race heroics trying to make it stick down the back straightaway. O'Neal is there in 4th. Thornton on the outside as Pierce is starting to go away as Bobby Pierce works the top shelf out of turn 4 on lap 51. into one. Meanwhile, they're side by side for second briefly. Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Thornton up through the middle. Bobby Pierce up top, looking for his second Series 1 of the year in the Lucas Oil 800 Series Barron's Performance. 1 lap to go. Dotson takes it to the infield. Meanwhile, they're side by side for second on a turn 2 down the back straightaway. Who's going to get the runner-up spot? Pierce looks good out of 4. Bobby Pierce is second. Lucas Oil 1 of the year. Who's going to get second? At the line, it's going to be Shepard's got it. 3 wide there. Oh, baby, 3 wide finish there. Gary Hopp, thank you. Was that impressive or what? Oh my gosh. We're going to send him to the UNOA scales to make it official. Man, oh man, oh man. If you didn't like that one, I don't know what to say. 26th career win for Bobby Pierce in the Lucas Oil Series. Unofficially, Pierce by 1.2 seconds. Second was Brandon Shepard on the last lap. Third was Ricky Thornton Jr. Fourth, Hudson O'Neal. Fifth, Jonathan Davenport. Sixth, Brandon Overton. Seventh, Garrett Alverson. Eighth, Dennis Erb Jr. Ninth, Devin Moran. 10th, Carson Ferguson. 11th, Dalton Wilson. 12th, Daniel Hilzebeck. 13th, Donald McIntosh. Clay Harris, 14th. 15th, Blair Nodor. 16th, Ethan Dotson. 17th, Dan Ebert. 18th, Tyler Bruni. 19th, Spencer Hughes. 20th, Dylan Thornton. 21st, Jesse Sobbing. 22nd, Shane DeMay. 23rd, Ryan Gustin. And 24th, Derek Stewart. Dustin, if they don't like this one, they don't have a pulse. Thank you, Jim Long. Good to see you. Holy cow.
James Essex.
What do you think about that one, Dustin Jarrett?
Iowa remains undefeated.
And it's Illinois, the Illini, first and second here tonight in Pearson Shepherd. A dandy at Shelby County. I swear they were 3 wide for what was that? 4th, 5th, and 6th at the line. Watch the replay tomorrow on Flow. As they cross the UNO8 scales, again, the weight rule. Normally 23.50. You get 53 laps tonight, 53-pound burn off. They'll check Droop. Todd Queering, Doug Johnson, we're waiting for you here in a couple of days at Houston. 75K. That was Dustin just for 25K on a Tuesday. Add 50K more to this for Saturday night, my friend.
It's unbelievable, man. Hey, he's made weight, he's crossed the scales, and he's making his way back out on the racetrack. A winner here tonight at Shelby County. With the pyro still going off, Austin Hemmon guiding him down here into victory lane. It'll be his 21st win of the 2025 racing season for the driver out of Oakwood, Illinois. And as you said, James, the current World of Outlaws Series points leader, getting it done here tonight. He came from the 7th starting position and gets a $25,000 payday in the Hawkeye State. As he climbs out of the car, Shelby County, let him hear you, the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. Takes a bow. The big paycheck is out here. Bobby, I need a drink after that one, man.
What kind of drink?
Yeah, what kind of drink? I may stop down afterwards. When I talked to you during the track prep, you said your goal was to find the holes and find where guys weren't running. From my vantage point, it looked like you did that. Is that how it felt from the driver's seat?
It did. First off, I got to say thank you, Shelby County Speedway. Awesome racetrack. Yeah, thank you. All these fans coming out, packed house, it's awesome. I kind of had to make some of the holes myself with the sliders. Those were just like death sliders there. I knew I kind of had to make them check up, but we just had to get something going. You know, we just had such a, consistent line of cars that were on the top. And I knew I was waiting on Brandon to do Overton do another move like he did before that one caution. He started sliding Thornton, so that let me get in the mix. But someone had to start it, so I just started throwing the bombs, and what an awesome race. You know, me and JD were going at it hard, and that let Thornton get in there, and I was like, man, I don't want him in the mix. You know, it's just another car I got to race, but awesome race. I can't wait to watch replay.
When you got guys throwing sliders like that, yourself included, how hard is it to compete, to keep your composure and kind of keep your eyes on the finish line, so to speak?
It's very tough. You know, you had Dennis Herb running the bottom, and if you messed around too much up there, he was getting a good line down there. And, you know, watching the videos from last year, it ended up going to the bottom. So, you know, while running the top, not running in the cars and jumping the cushion, you also got to keep your eye on if the bottom groove comes in. So there was a lot going on. Felt like every time we were going around the corner, just to stay close enough to him to make moves, I was almost like a drift car in a way. You know, we were like tandem drifting or whatever, but a lot of fun. I got to thank my guys for their hard work. My dad, my mom, Justin, Austin, Darian, Abby, watching back home, my Uncle Will, Larry, all my sponsors, Low Voltage Solutions, Rio Grande Waste Services, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Collins Brothers Towing, Carnegie Towing, Ted Brown, Fast One Speed Shop, Mesilla Valley Transportation, if I said that, Toyota of Danville, Vic Hill Engines, Bilstein Shocks, Longhorn Chassis, Longhorn Dynamics, Fast Shafts. They sent me a drive shaft. Thanks to them for showing up. Shout out to S&S coming up with the bullets to fix my slide out on the trailer. Thought we were going to have to go to S&S after this, but we didn't. So once again, these fans, man, it's just cool coming to a town that has all this support. Love to see a town give a racetrack their support, so thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen, the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. And James, we'll toss it back up to you as we get ready to talk to Brandon Shepard and Ricky Thornton.
And we'll have our 50-50 winner as well. So Bobby Pierce started 7th. Brandon Shepard started 12th. Ricky Thornton Jr. started 6th. And Hudson O'Neill started 23rd. So those were the top 4. So, wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
Yep.
We're going to grab a word with your second place finisher down here, grabbing an ice cold Gatorade. How about it for Brandon Shepard? You made the bottom work maybe better than anyone else. What did you need, though, to make this Rocket One car work just a little bit better and be up there on the victory stage?
Man, I don't know. Maybe get ahead of him early in the race. I knew he was going to be good. I kind of followed him up through there, and I was watching the lines that he was running and kind of judging what I was doing off of that, just because you know, he was really good, obviously. So congratulations to Bobby and Ricky. Thank for all the fans for coming out. Appreciate y'all. Man, track prep tonight was on point, man. That thing was, you could race all over it. Last year, it was a little bit bottom dominant. Obviously, Gary and the boys learned from that, and they fine-tuned it right in for us in the feature and made for a really great race, I thought. The cushion was good early, but I could still, man, this hats off to Rocket Chassis and Mark and Steve and all the guys back at Rocket and my great crew, Dan, Austin, Joel. They do a heck of a job with this thing, and like I said, brand new car, and it's just been lights out from the get-go, especially now that Mark's had a little bit of time to work with it a little bit and really tune it in for my liking, and it's just it's a dream to drive right now, so hopefully we can keep this momentum that we've got going, and a lot of big money racing coming up, so see what we can do.
All right, nice run, Sheppy. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Brandon Shepard finishes second here this evening. And James, we're going to run over and grab a word real quick with your third place finisher here tonight. And Bobby said that they were just throwing haymakers at each other there in the middle of the race. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Originally out of Chandler, Arizona, now calls Indianola, Iowa home, Ricky Thornton Jr. All right, RT, my question for you is simple. Was it as much fun from the driver's seat as what it was for the fans watching in the stands?
Man, I felt like I had a lot of fun last night, but tonight was actually more fun. So, I don't know, anytime you can race with JD and Bobby like that and throw sliders, and you know they're not going to run you over. So, obviously it sucks to not win in a race like that, but Bobby was really good. Obviously Shep was really good too. So, I feel like I got a little bit more to get a little bit better, but I feel like these really small bull rings, I've kind of struggled, and we're getting slowly better. So hopefully we can go to Houston and be really good, but hats off to everyone here. I mean, the whole city got together, and they've helped all of us. They gave us gift cards and stuff like that. So just hopefully next year when we come back, it's a 2 or 3 day show, and we can have all these great fans again. I got to thank Certified Inspection. Mike and Randy and Beth are here. my brother, EMD Raps, Jeremy, Jessica, JJ, Jarrett, all the fans for stopping by my apparel trailer. I know it's been pretty crazy, so gotta thank my wife, my boys, my little girl. Excited to be done, but I kind of wish we were running here again tomorrow.
Hi, you and me both, brother. Nice job. We'll see you at Houston's. How about it rounding out your Big River Steel podium, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Thornton Jr. James Essex, I said it once, I'll say it again. Iowa remains undefeated when it comes to dirt track racing.
Shelby County, I got a question for you. Dustin, you want to help me with this? Do you want to see more Lucas Oil racing in 2026 in Shelby County? Come on now.
I think that's
a resounding yes.
I think that is a yes.
And keep the format because it's good. I don't care what a couple people say. But anyway, let's do it. Here we go. Race recap, and I lost track of who was leading the thing. Davenport was leading, and he was looking good for a while. And he led right there. There's the battle there. Overton was in the hunt. He comes home in sixth here tonight. There you saw Thornton, Pierce throwing each. Again, compliments to all of them there at the front. They're throwing clean sliders. They weren't up on an air cleaner. As Tim McCready once said, they were all running this race like it was for $125,000 to win, right? There's three wide there. Pierce, Davenport, Thornton. A true three wide there. Watch this off of four. Thornton with the lead. He led, I believe, unofficially one lap in this race. There is Pierce sparking the wall. Thornton gets the lead back. He'll drift up the track coming out of two. Pierce got the lead back. Here's Ebert, brings out a caution. And Bobby Pierce takes it home 1.249 seconds from position number 7 here tonight.
Hey, James,
50,
real
50,
quick.
go ahead, Dustin, yes.
Yes, 50-50 as Bobby Pierce gets his picture taken down here in Victory Lane as they wrap up the Victory Lane celebration. He's going to draw the winning 50-50 number down here as well. One more hat. Was it William Broderick, right? Was that the hat man with NASCAR? We got the hats.
Yes, Bill Broderick, yes.
That's right. We got the hats. We got the hats down here in Victory Lane. All right. I think that might be the last one. Bobby's going to pull a winning 50-50 ticket here real quick. And how much is it? $1,800. $1,800. Take it to the main office or the main general admission gate. The flag stand. If you got this ticket, meet them at the flag stand. The winning number is 047-212. 047-212 is the winning 50-50 ticket. I tell you what, James, I'll give you my final thoughts while I'm here as well, man.
Please.
Yes, thank you.
And it may take a while.
Well, listen, my final thought is this, and it just goes without saying, but man, Shelby County delivers again. We had just a phenomenal race here last year. We had an even better race here, I think, in 2025. And the racing, when you get out in these parts, you get this black clay like this. You can do a little track prep session before the feature. Guys can run all over it. We saw that here tonight, and I think that Bobby and some of these guys made a really good point. There are some guys, the cream's starting to rise to the top, especially as we kind of move in to some of these big money races, and it all starts with $75,000 on the line this Saturday at Houston, South Dakota.
Well, we look forward to seeing you there. Ben Shelton will be joining us. Again, 3 complete shows for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. $10,000 on Thursday, $10,000 on Friday, and then $75,000 on Saturday. The Silver Dollar Nationals. Shelby County does not disappoint. Jonathan Davenport led the first 36 laps. Ricky Thornton Jr. did just lead one lap. That was lap 37. And then Pierce gets around and Bobby leads the last 14. Congratulations, Tim. Congratulations to all the drivers. Just a fabulous show here tonight at Shelby County. Thanks to all you great fans for coming out. We love it here. And thanks for all the hospitality. We have the mayor here, Chamber of Commerce people. And this thing can only get bigger and better. Thanks to Gary Hopp, David Batts, and everybody involved. Well, for Dustin Jarrett, I'm James Essex. I hope you enjoyed that one. Man, oh man, Shelby, I applaud that. A standing ovation, Dustin Jarrett, right there. Well, we'll be off tomorrow night. We'll be back at Houston. It's 3 wide there for the lead. Thornton Davenport and Pierce, and Bobby Pierce comes home with his second series win of the year. Thanks again to everybody involved in Shelby County. We'll see you next year here. We'll see you Thursday night from Brandon, South Dakota.